Good evening. My name is Erica Bashore, and I'm going to tell you about an interesting topic. Sometimes it's the small things in life that bring us happiness. I felt a little uneasy talking about this. It's something a little bit silly, and with everything that's going on in the world right now, it had me pause, but I decided to go forward with it. If anything, I hope it reminds you to take a moment to think of things that bring you happiness, no matter how small they are. I have something to admit, something that I might take a lot of heat for, and may even cause some divide amongst us. I found happiness right here in central Indiana, here in Carmel, Indiana. Those of you that know my story know that I'm not a native Hoosier. And quite honestly, central Indiana doesn't check off many of my must-haves. For example, lakes and bodies of water. But there is something, surprisingly, that has brought me more happiness than I could have ever imagined. And that is this. I know some of you hate them. You despise them, you curse them. I, on the other hand, love them. I find myself strategically charting my routes to ensure that I can avoid every possible traffic light so that I can maximize the roundabouts. Maybe it's because I grew up living here. Yes. I grew up on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere, where driving is like a cheap video game, where you literally are having to dodge potholes, speed up so that you're going at least 35 miles an hour to coast over those washboard bumps. Otherwise, you hit each and every hole, literally watching and hearing your car fall apart with every passing bump. For that, paved roads and beautiful, efficient roundabouts bring me great joy and happiness. And let's not stop there. When was the last time you drove to Fishers, Noblesville, or even downtown Indy? My goodness, the traffic, the lights. I immediately feel my shoulders tense up and anger start building. Who has time for that? It reminds me at times of just how bad traffic can get. I think it's safe to say that Southern California, for those of you that have been there, traffic is some of the worst that you can find. Although, surprisingly, traffic congestion in Southern California, San Diego specifically, doesn't even make the list of the top 10 worst traffic in the United States. But I'll tell you, I had never seen a stoplight to merge onto a freeway until I moved there. Who thought that was a brilliant idea? It allowed 2 cars on at a time to get onto the highway. Yes, it solves the congestion on the highway, but then you have a 2-mile backup just to get onto the highway. It was brutal. Since I find Oh, and I have an image. Since I find roundabouts so riveting, I'd love to share a few statistics with you. The first roundabout was built in Great Britain in 1907. And according to Wikipedia, modern roundabouts were first standardized in the UK in 1966. They were found to be a significant improvement over previous traffic circles. Since then, they've spread, and modern roundabouts are commonplace throughout the world, including Australia, the United Kingdom, and France. The very first U.S. roundabout was constructed in Nevada in the summer of 1990. Between 1990, fact check? No. Between 1990 and 1995, numerous modern roundabouts were built in California, Colorado, Florida, Maryland, Nevada, and Vermont. Since the late 1990s, Carmel has been building and replacing signalized intersections with roundabouts. Carmel now has more than 138 roundabouts, more than any other city in the United States. As all of you know, roundabouts move traffic more efficiently and reduce the number of fatalities and serious accidents. In closing, don't mind me as I barely come to a complete stop on any local trip, cruising comfortably through each and every roundabout with a smile on my face and being reminded that sometimes in life, it's the small things that bring happiness. Thank you.